तयानस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः यामिषुं गिरिशं तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंसीत् पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्चावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अद्य वोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहेकश्च सर्वान् जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अवितो दिक्षु श्रुताः सहस्रशो वैशागुं हेडयीमहे असौव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीडुषे अधो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरात्नियोज्य याश्च ते हस्तयिषभः पराता भगवो वपा अवतत्यधनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु ते निषेद्य शल्यानां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विद्यं धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येष व आभुरस्य निशं गतिः याते हेतिर्मीदुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अतो य इषुदिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय त्विषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बब्लुषाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तथा विनेक्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्तपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तगे वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृष्णवेदाय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पदये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे सेनानां पदये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पदये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायूनां पदये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पदये नमो नमः सृकाविभ्यो जिगागुंसद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पदये नमो नमो सिमद्भ्यो नक्तं चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नमः उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नमः इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वादिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्यो अश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमः व्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपे विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः शुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः संग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः तक्षद्भ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मालेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्ठेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यः श्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यः श्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च चितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमः गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मेढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे च जिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय च वस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च पगल्भाय च नमो जगन्याय च बुध्नियाय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च वसान्याय च नमो नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाचुरताय च नमः शूराय च वविन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूतिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च कनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णेषवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वश्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईद्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः ताम्राय च रुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रदरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आचार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः शस्प्याय च भेन्याय च नमः सिगत्याय च प्रवाक्याय च नमः हिरण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च शयनाय च नमः कवर्धिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुंधव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च वर्णशद्याय च नमो पगुरमाणाय च विघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वक्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पदे दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणां येषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत् या ते रुद्रशिवा तनो शिवा विश्वाहभेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजि तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नश्यमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रो तनो मयस्कृति क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्चं च योश्च मनुरायजे पिता तदस्याम तव रुद्र प्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुदमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुदमान उक्षितम् मानो वदेपितरं मोदमातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीरिषः मानस्तोकेतनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वदे अविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आराते गोघ्नमुत पूरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मेते अस्तु रक्षाजनो अधिजदेव ब्रूयदा जनः शर्म यच्छद्विपरुहाः स्तुहि श्रुतं गर्तसतं युवानं मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नुमुग्रम् मृडाजरिद्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निव बन्धु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतुर्वृणक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरा मगवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमीढ्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृडया मीढुष्टमशिवतमशिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्यं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकिरिदविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निव बन्धुताः सहस्राणि सहस्रदा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृते सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रादिभूम्याम् तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्मसे अस्मिन्महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवादे नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठाः शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठादिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासक्तपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथां पतिरक्षय ऐलभृताय व्युदः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृगावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्दश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्राविदस्तिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्मसे नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषाम् अन्नं मात् वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचेर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचेर्दशोदीचेर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु तेयं दिष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं भोजं भेदधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सु य ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेच तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु एते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्योर्मर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्येनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमुष्टु हि यस्विषुस्तु धन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वामहेसो मनसाय रुद्रं नमोभिर्देवमसुरन्दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवानयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजो यगुं शिवाभिमरुषणः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती दीनामभित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् शं च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रं च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणं च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संवित् च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे क्षीरं च मे दयश्च मरुतं च मे अमृतं च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नामयं च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे नमित्रं च मे अभयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सुषा च मे सुदिनं च मे सहस्रपरमा देवी शतमूला शताङ्कुरा सर्वगुं हरतु मे पापं दूर्वा दुःस्वप्ननाशिनी काण्डात् काण्डात् परो हन्ति परुषः परुषः परि एवानो दूर्वे प्रतनु सहस्रेण शतेन च या शतेन प्रतनोषि सहस्रेण विरोहसि तस्यास्ते देवीष्टके विदेम हविषा वयम् अश्वक्रान्ते रथक्रान्ते विष्णुक्रान्ते वसुन्धरा शिरसा धारयिष्यामि रक्षस्व मां पदे पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Drenched in the shower of his love, I seek Bhagwan Baba's blessing and permission to commence. Revered elders, esteemed faculty members, dear brothers and sisters, and my beloved students, Sai Ram to one and all. The summer course in Indian culture and spirituality on Indian epics and Bhagwan Baba's educational philosophy, it offers students insight into what they could imbibe pursuing their higher learning from this unique institution. In this sweltering summer, excerpts from Indian epics is like a soothing treat for our parched souls. Epics have been a secret driving force behind unfolding every Bharatiya's life, developing finer feelings and deepening one's inner process through introspection. We may wonder why the Bhagavad Gita was preached in a battlefield when it preaches peace. The Gita represents the deeper conflicts within us, the war that rages inside every soul. Arjuna's breakdown in the face of war, his bewilderment about what is right and wrong in the face of intractable perplexity, these are the situations we face daily. They can be experienced as powerful catalysts for our transformation. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us that it is when we are at the hardest hit that we must not quit. For this evening session, we have 3 speakers. The first speaker is Aditya Dinesh. He will be summarizing the day's proceeding. Shri Aditya Dinesh joined Shri Sathya Sai Higher Secondary School in the year 2013. He is currently studying in class 12th. Before joining the higher secondary school, he studied in Indian school at Al-Wadi Al-Kabir at Muscat, Oman. He was introduced to Swami by his grandparents. In Standard 10, he secured an outstanding 9.8 out of 10 CGPA. He completed the Bal Vikas course in Sri Sathya Sai Seva Organizations, Oman, where he studied from his kindergarten. He finished 2nd grade in piano in the Associate Board of Royal School of Music, affiliated to Melody Music Center, and stood 2nd in Oman in the 2nd grade examination. He is also a bhajan singer in Muscat Samiti. In addition to these, he has been fortunate to perform in front of Swami as a part of 2010 International Children's Christmas Choir. The second speaker of the day is Kumari Haripriya TV. She will be giving us insights on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Kumari Haripriya hails from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Currently, she is studying in 3rd BSc Honours in Mathematics from Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Anantapur campus. She has been into Swami's fold since her childhood and has completed her 9 years Bal Vikas course. She has to her credit several prizes in elocution, quiz, and shloka chanting competitions conducted at state level by Sri Sathya Sai Seva Organizations, Tamil Nadu. Apart from this, she is a very sincere and dedicated student who actively participates in various culture programs and is responsible for the upkeep of hostel prayer hall. The third speaker of the day is Sri Anvit Mohan Hegre. He will be talking on the Bhagavatam. Sri Anvit hails from Mumbai, Maharashtra. He finished his pre-university in Sri Sathya Sai Lok Seva Trust in the year 2012. Currently, he is a student of 3rd year Bachelor's of Business Management at Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Muddanhalli campus. He has been a Bal Vikas student and has participated in Ashadi Ekadashi in the years 2004 and 2009 in the Divine Presence. Apart from this, he is also a part of Prashanti dance group. After the 3 talks, we will have a musical offering by the girls of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Anantapur campus, which will be then followed by the bhajans and prasadam distribution. Now I request the first speaker of the evening, Sri Aditya Dinesh, to come over to the dais and render the summary of today's summer course. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my most humble and prayerful salutations at the divine lotus feet of my beloved Mother Sai. Respected elders, my dear brothers and sisters, a very loving Sai Ram to one and all. It's my great good fortune and my privilege today to place before you the different items that marked the second day of the summer course on Indian culture and spirituality. The morning session was indeed a very thrilling, enthusiastic, and an inspiring session which unfolded the different dimensions of Indian culture and spirituality. The session began with the auspicious chanting of Purusha Suktam, which was rendered resonantly by the students of the Anantapur campus. This was followed by a scintillating alumni panel discussion, which was the first item of the morning session, unfolded the topic, Ideal Sai Students and their role in society. The panel discussion consisted of 4 alumni members: Shri B. Venugopal, AVP Portfolio Management HSBC Secunderabad; Shri P.V. Krishnamohan, Senior Divisional Manager, Tata Group, Hitachi Constructions; Ms. Krishna Subhaga, Principal Technical Writer, EMC2, Bangalore; and Ms. Padmashri Radha Swami, Assistant Professor, Department of Business, Commerce, and Career Management. And this alumni discussion was moderated by Dr. Ananta Raman, a distinguished professor and an eminent scholar and a faculty member of the management of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Now the whole discussion started off with Dr. Ananta Raman remarking in his introduction that our beloved Swami, in this loving avatar, has come to this earth holding a pot full of butter of education and wielding a stick of spirituality in the other hand. There were a series of question and answer interactions between the moderator and the panelists. For instance, the question on how Swami served as an anchor in each and every one of our lives was answered beautifully by the panelists, who declared emphatically, with conviction, that Swami was the greatest anchor in all of their lives. In fact, they also declared that it was not just Swami's physical nature that was acting as the anchor in each and every one of their lives, but more importantly, it was his message that stood by each and every one of them for going as far as they could in their lives. It was also said by them that he was an anchor who never ever let them down. And they substantiated their views by giving various instances where Swami was standing beside them, giving them unfailing support, unflinching support all throughout their lives. Then another question which was put forth was that how do the present day students get closer to Bhagavan even without his physical proximity? To which the panelists said that it is much more important to connect to the omnipresent Lord than to be close to his physical nature, to get his physical proximity. Because the physical nature of Swami has a few limitations, but the Swami who's within us, who's omnipresent, has no limits, who is boundless. And then an important question which was discussed at length was that, is there any need to have a dual nature to survive in this corporate world today? To this, the panelists deliberated that if we stick to our beloved Lord at every moment of our life and stick to the principles laid down by our beloved Master, then there is nothing in the world that can stop us from doing the right thing, and nothing can lead us to the path of unrighteousness. The panelists asserted that the impression and the ambience that we create in our work spot goes a long way by succeeding in our endeavors to hold on to our principles even in the corporate world. And they also said that faith is something which is so very strong, and there can be no problem if we are really strong enough to follow his principles practically. They too substantiated this by giving a number of circumstances when they were held on by various problems and where they held on to the principles to fight those problems. Then they also gave us a very important idea, which was that we must not just quote Bhagavan here and there in our speeches and just talk about Bhagavan's speeches and all his messages. What we need to do is internalize him in our hearts and live them in our day-to-day lives. The problem only lies when we think about what the world would think of us. So instead, we need to keep a check for ourselves, keeping only Swami in our minds. For the Lord is pleased, then the whole world is pleased. The panelists also brought out Swami's message by saying that we must change our jobs only if we want to work more, but not keeping remuneration in our minds. If our intentions and thoughts are pure, then Swami will surely guide us. Another very important point, which was driven home by the panelists, was that if we are true to our conscience, listening to the voice of God within, we are bound to be successful in doing the right thing at the right time. Then on being asked by the moderator about the two qualities which they gained or acquired in their stay in the Sri SSSIHL institutions, they replied, namely, they said that the things that they learned were understanding from others' point of view, humbleness, self-confidence, translating work into worship, clarity about the goals, and self-confidence. Now, all of them concluded with a one-line advice to all the SAI students by saying that we need to be true to our identity and we must have deep conviction about the values that we have imbibed in this institution. And the concluding speech was given by Dr. Anantharaman, who said that we all, as Sri Sathya Sai students, have our work cut out. Not just the work, but our post-scholar works. In the sense, the work that we need to do after we finish our degree or the post-graduation in these institutions. He said a very interesting thing. He said, if we don't follow Swami's principles, then we'll be like a cow which does not provide milk. We'll be like a book which does not provide any knowledge. And we'll be like a fruit which is absolutely tasteless. So whenever we do something which Swami wants us to do, we'll never be alone. We'll always have Swami always with us. With this, the first item came to a conclusion, which was then followed by a very inspiring talk given by our dear brother Giridhar Sairam, a renowned scholar from the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, who is currently pursuing his PhD in chemistry. He spoke on the topic, the lessons from Mahabharata for today's modern society. He first started off with a beautiful question by asking us, how should we actually go about learning the Mahabharata? And to this, he started by giving each and every lesson that Mahabharata puts forth before us. The first and foremost lesson that we come across in Mahabharata was what Krishna taught Draupadi: forbearance. He said that revenge is personal, but justice is for the greater good of society. So any act or any attitude of revenge must be converted into a good attitude of trying to find justice for the society. That was the first lesson that we learned from Mahabharata. Then the next greatest lesson was, one has to face the consequences of his or her own actions. This is clearly portrayed in the situation where Duryodhana gets hit on his thigh in the Gadha Yuddha. The consequence of what he did previously, where he told Draupadi to come and sit on his lap after winning the battle of the dice. So that was a very great lesson that Mahabharata teaches us. The consequences of one's own actions has to be received by the person who does the actions. Then he beautifully brought out the difference between Paradharma and Atmadharma, in which he said, Paradharma relates only to your bodily consciousness, whereas Atmadharma is about all the Atmic consciousness that we have within us. And then he asked us, how do you connect to the Lord? And then he gave us a beautiful explanation in which he talked about prayers, the address to which we connect, and a beautiful example in which he gave about the disrobing scene of Draupadi, where first when she cried out, "O Mathuravasi Krishna," Krishna did not come. She shouted, "O Dwarakavasi Krishna," he did not respond. But the moment she cried out, "O Hridayavasi Krishna," he immediately came and responded to his call by providing unbounteous amount of clothes to protect her from the disgrace from that royal court. And he also spoke about how Lord Krishna protected the Pandavas even when the Pandavas went into the forest And at that time, when they surrendered to Lord Krishna, at the time of Roma Rishi's anger, at that moment, Krishna said, I'll take care of you. I know that he's angry. And at that moment, Krishna took control over the whole situation and brought it into such a situation that Roma Rishi started respecting the Pandavas, even though they tried to steal the fruit of the Roma Rishi. So that is the power of surrenderance. With this, the talk by Brother Giridhar concluded and followed by Sister Dibba, who gave us an insight of the lessons that we can learn from Ramayana, that is for the modern society. There were many things that she portrayed in her speech, starting off with a beautiful parallelism between a game and Ramayana. She took the example of well-known Super Mario game and said, just like how the Mario goes about its business silently, just keeps doing its work, crosses so many barriers, similarly, we also need to go about our work, our obstacles, just keeping Swami in our hearts and doing the work. Just like how Sita Devi went along with Rama throughout her exile, even though Rama asked her to stay back. And when she did that, she was protected by all means. And even after that, though she was tested by the Agni Pariksha, she remained unfluttered and unperturbed. That was the faith that she had on Sri Rama. Similarly, we too must have a similar faith on our dearest Swami. After this, we had a scintillating quiz. And this quiz was titled on Sri Sathya Sai Avatar, his life and his mission. There were various scintillating rounds, namely, the first round, life and his events of Bhagwan. Second round, his Upadesh. The third round, Bhagwan Vacha. The fourth round, little objects and lofty messages. The fifth round, names of Lord. The sixth round, tell the tale. The seventh round, say the quote. The eighth round being an audio round. The ninth round was his divine journeys. And the last round was a scintillating rapid fire round. And finally, the house Nachiketa came victorious amongst all other houses, being Gargi, Adi Shankara, and Nachiket, and Brigu. And after the lunch, we had this discussion on Swami's discourse, which was given on 1992, on the 24th of May, which again brought out various aspects of Swami's messages to the students. All in all, with all these various activities that were a part of the summer course, we were enthralled to a totally new dimension of spirituality and Indian culture. We really must thank Swami for providing us such a wonderful opportunity, such a wonderful exposure to all of our students so that we can learn about our own Indian culture and what spirituality really means. With this, I thank Swami for speaking through me all this while. Jai Sai Ram.
Shri Sai Ram. Dearest Swami, with love, humility, and reverence, I offer myself at your lotus feet. Respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, Sai Ram to one and all present here. Bhagavad Gita Kinchita Dita Ganga Jalalava Karnika Pita Sakrita Piyena Murari Samarcha Kriyate Tasya Yamena Na Charcha. Adi Shankaracharya in his Bhajgovindam says that even a little reading of the Bhagavad Gita will save us from the date with death. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us the steps towards spiritual enlightenment. If I were asked, according to the Bhagavad Gita, what are the most essential qualities that are required in a spiritual aspirant to realize his own self, I should reply, earnestness and beingness. If I were asked for a second or a third time, I should not vary the answer. For my personal observation of the Bhagavad Gita drives me to a conclusion that, as a rule, our real success is proportionate to our earnestness and beingness. Lord Krishna says about an earnest seeker of his own self in the Bhagavad Gita shloka, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatpara samyatendriyaha jnanam labdhva param shantam achirenati gacchati. A faithful man who is always earnest in absorbing the transcendental knowledge quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. The essence of this shloka seems to be highly philosophical, but on listening to the following story, you would find it practical. There was a devotee who was an ardent worshipper of Lord Jagannath. From his boyhood, he had accepted Lord Jagannath as his chosen deity. As he grew up, he had a strong desire to go on a pilgrimage to Puri and have darshan of the Lord. But he was poor and he did not have the means to undertake such a pilgrimage which would cost a substantial amount. So he waited for many years and started saving money for the purpose. After he had accumulated a reasonable amount, he started on his pilgrimage to fulfill the desire which he had cherished in his heart for a long time. Initially, he strayed from the right path to Puri. After struggling for a long time, he was ultimately able to reach Puri and also have darshan of the Lord. Although he was poor and ignorant about the way to Puri, because of his earnestness and sincerity, he was able to reach his destination. Thus, in order for us to move in the direction towards enlightenment, we really have to want it. Enlightenment cannot just be one of our endeavors. Karman evadhi karaste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalehe turbhu ma te sangostva karmani. We must never remain inactive. Each and every moment, we must earnestly work our paths towards enlightenment. That is our prescribed duty. Sometimes, even if we try to remain earnest, fear, desires, and attachments that our mind creates haunt us. Lord Krishna says, Trividham narakas yetam dwaram nashanam atmanaha kama krodhas tadha lobha tasma tedat trayam tyajet. Lust, greed, and anger are the three gates that lead to the degradation of the soul. They prevent us from having an earnest, awakened life. So, earnestness in and of itself is not enough. Then, what else do we need to understand who we are? Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitra miha vidyate tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha kale natmani vindati. In this world, there is nothing so pure and sublime as the transcendental knowledge. What is this knowledge that we must be aware of? It is Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhuta Shayastitaha Ahamadischa Madhyamcha Bhuta Namanta Evacha. Lord Krishna is the Self seated in the hearts of all creatures. Yes, this tells us that being the grandest absolute being, we must try being our true being. That is called as beingness. Now, to understand ourselves better, let us consider an illustration. Suppose there is a science student who wishes to be a writer. She knows she would be happy if she could be a writer. Her writings could be prose, poetry, stories, etc. She just wants to write. But she thinks that she is busy with her studies. She feels that she cannot write and therefore she is not being in the state called happy. This paradigm suggests that she has a faulty attitude. She is under an illusion because she can be a science student and still be the other thing called writer. Though she may be busy with her studies, yet she can write during breaks or after the day is done. So there is always time to be who we are, because the time to be who we are is all the time. Our mind attracts unlike things like a magnet, but we must continue to be that being which we have chosen to be, despite the appearance of the unwanted occurrences like fear, desires, attachments, etc. If we remain unalloyed, then just as how Sri Krishna asks Arjuna to see his several thousands of forms and colors and everything, as mentioned in the shloka, Pashya me partha rupani shatashota sahasrashaha nana vidhani divyani nana varna kritina cha. We can also experience our being to an ever-increasing degree. At the end, I pray to Swami to help us to be earnest from today, moving forward with a clear perspective of our true being, of who we are, our purpose and our destination, refusing to be waylaid by our own confusion, misdirection or turmoil to reach the intended destiny. Jai Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering my most humble and reverential pranams at Bhagwan's lotus feet. Sai Ram to one and all present here. Bharat is a Punya Bhumi. The very air which blows here hums with the divine verses of Vedas and Upanishads. This great land has nested many epics and sacred texts like Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Bhagavata, which are the guidelines for every being to lead a peaceful life. The Bhagavatam is a repository of the stories of the Lord. In fact, Bhagwan says that the term Bhagavatam can be applied to every account, every story, and every experience which the devotee has with the Lord. In this transient world, wading through joys and sorrows, man has developed a need for someone of his kind, with whom he can share all his feelings, his moments of bliss and sorrow. To fulfill this need, God has blessed man with a unique relationship, which is based on unshakable love. Love that is pure, noble, and free from all desire and ego. In Bhagavatam, it is described as the 8th stage of bhakti, that is Sakhyam, friendship with God. The Bhagavatam describes a unique 4-stage process, beginning with Salokyam and Samipyam, transforming into Sarupyam and culminating in Sayujyam, wherein the devotee begins as a friend of the Lord and ultimately reaches the stage of oneness with God. In Bhagavatam, God is described as Suhrit Sarva Bhutanam, which means the one who is a friend of the entire humanity. But this relationship with God can only prosper when we open up our hearts and leave it under His custody. In fact, Swami says that offering our sullied hearts to God is like giving a soiled note to the Reserve Bank. A note which is not accepted by anybody will surely be accepted by the RBI. In the same way, God will readily accept our polluted hearts and fill it with joy, bliss, and love. The friendship between Krishna and Kuchela is a stage of Salokyam, that is friendship with God at physical level, where Krishna, in spite of being divine, came down to the level of human beings just for the sake of honoring the relationship which he had with Kuchela. The friendship that had begun long back in the ashram of Guru Sandipini. In fact, Kuchela was being received by Krishna with great love and generosity, and was also blessed with wealth and prosperity in bountiful measure in return for the little parched rice that Krishna mischievously took from Kuchela. But declaring God as our friend is not such an easy task. We ought to have complete faith in Him. And at times, God puts us in difficult situations just to check whether our love and our feelings towards Him are pure or not. And in those situations, only one solution works out. That is total surrender at His lotus feet. Swami in his childhood had blessed many souls with the rarest opportunity to be with Him and to play with Him. This is the 2nd stage of Samipyam, which means having divine proximity of the Lord. But the ones with whom Swami had been very close were Ramesh and Suresh. As narrated by Swami, both Ramesh and Suresh were not good at studies. And it so happened that during the ESLC examinations, both Ramesh and Suresh came running to Swami and revealed their fear of examination. To this, Swami assured them that he would write their paper in their handwritings within the given time. So they went inside the examination hall and sat there, patiently waiting for Swami to finish his paper. Swami finished his paper within the first half hour, and in the next 1 hour, he completed writing the answers of both Ramesh and Suresh. Finally, when the results were out, both Ramesh and Suresh were pleasantly shocked and surprised to know that they had scored 95% marks in their examinations. Slowly and gradually, lots of transformations started taking place in their hearts because of Swami's darshan, sparshan, and sambhashan, building a strong bond of divine friendship between them. And finally, they realized that there is none except Swami who can come to their rescue. There's another such incident where Swami, with all his classmates, had to go to a village fair to serve there as part of Boy Scouts. But there was a problem again. Swami had only one set of clothes with him, which he used to wash every day in the evening and wear the same set of clothes the next day. When one of his friends came to know about this, he got a new set of clothes stitched for Swami. And during the lunch break, when nobody was there, he went and silently kept it on Swami's desk with a small note saying, "Satyam, we all are classmates, we all are friends. And I came to know that you have got only one set of clothes with you. That's the reason why I got this new set of clothes stitched for you. Now you better accept them or else I shall not hesitate to give away my life." After the lunch break, when Swami came back, he saw this parcel and read this small note. To this, he replied back to that student, saying, yes, we are friends, but our friendship is not based on worldly desires and monetary benefits. If you want our friendship to continue forever, then please take this back. I'm not going to accept it. This incident shows that friendship with God is all about selfless love, where He keeps giving and never expects anything in return for the love which He gives to all of us. God is the only solace for people who have no other support in their lives. To support this statement, I would like to illustrate an incident. Once in Kodaikanal, Swami had conducted Narayan Seva, where all the poor and the needy people were provided with food and blanket. When this program came to an end, Swami instructed one of the teachers to place few blankets in his car. When this was done, Swami with his driver went away without telling anything to anybody. Everybody in Sai Shruti were confused as to where has Swami gone. But after a few hours when Bhagwan returned, he told to the students and to teachers that he had been to the town to visit few destitutes who could not even afford to come near Swami. Therefore, Bhagwan went near them and showered his grace in the form of blankets. This proves that Bhagwan is Anath Rakshaka, the only solace and the only support man has got at times of miseries. Many a time, Swami used to refer to a Sanskrit term, Maitri, which he beautifully separates into two syllables, that is Mai and Tri, which means the three different periods of time. Therefore, Maitri is the friendship which is timeless, which existed in the past, exists in the present, and shall continue to exist forever in the future. Even our beloved Bhagwan says that in all these three periods of time, your association with me and my friendship with you shall continue to prosper till the eternity. This noble emotion was taught by Krishna to Arjuna. The friendship between them was of the third stage, that is Sarupyam, where the devotee's countenance reflects the Lord's image. The love between Krishna and Arjuna was so deep that they used to have their food in the same plate. And during the war, when Arjuna was totally dejected, Krishna injected courage and a high sense of duty and responsibility on him, and thus helped Arjuna to avoid a disgraceful defeat in the war. And Arjuna too, like a very good friend, took the advice of Krishna in high spirits and full confidence, because he knew that whatever Krishna would say would be for his own benefit. The spirit of Maitri was embodied by Gopikas and Gopalas in their unique relationship with Natkhat Makhanchor, where Krishna, with all his sweet little innocence, could not only steal butter, but everyone's heart too. This stage of Sakhyam is when all the distinctions between God and his devotee disappears, and both the friends become one. All that we have to do is see God in every being, and automatically the feeling of Sakhyam will blossom in our hearts. When this stage of ultimate trust and faith is reached, the next and the final stage of Atma Nivedan is very easy and very natural to attain. This is how a true devotee, a friend of God, evolves, beginning from the stage of Salokyam to ultimate stage of Sayujyam, where there is no identity separate from the master. Krishna has declared in Bhagavad Gita, Advesta sarva bhutanam, maitraha karuna evacha, nirmamo nirahankaraha, samadukha sukhakshami, which means a true devotee is one who harbors no animosity towards anybody and is a friend to all. He is the one who is beyond ego and attachment and has cultivated the quality of equanimity and forbearance. Finally, I would like to conclude by quoting our beloved Sai Krishna's advice. The feeling of divine friendship must activate every nerve and purify every emotional wave. It has no place for the slightest trace of egoism. You cannot elevate the companionship which seeks to exploit or fleece for personal benefits into the noble quality of friendship. Perhaps the only friend who can pass this rigorous test is God. With these few words, I conclude. Jai Sai Ram.
Deep inside our hearts, O Sai, a wave of joy and happiness arise, knowing that our journey has begun from the form to the formless. Holding our hands, you lead us towards our journey. You comfort us, you love us, you lend us your shoulder when we get tired. We move ahead, least realizing that in our journey, we have already caught the hand of our formless Lord. Love all, serve all, you taught us. Help ever, hurt never, you showed us. Opening your arms, my Sai, you welcome us. Surprised as we are, we hesitate to move. And you, O our dear, ever-loving Lord, tell us, come, my child, merge with the divine and be one with the formless. We thus realize that our bond is above all and makes us feel one with thee, O divine Lord.
To you,
O Divine Master of all, we, the staff and the students of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Anantapur campus, humbly offers a collection of divine melodies entitled Journey with Sai by humming to the tune of Malona Kuluvunna. At your lotus feet, we experience the divine joy of heaven. You make us realize our dreams. You are our guide, our light, and our source of happiness, Sai Ma.
चरणों में तेरे है जन्नत बसी, पलकों पे तेरे हैं सपने सभी। चरणों में तेरे है जन्नत बसी, पलकों पे तेरे हैं सपने सभी। देख के तुम्हें ये दिल मुस्कुराने लगे, खुशियों के अश्रु ही छलकने लगे। ओ चलना सिखाया, उलझी राहों में तुमने दामन थमाया। तुमसे ये रिश्ता माँ जन्मों से जुड़ा, दिल की फरियादों को तुमने सुना। तेरी हंसी तेरा ये प्यार, तेरी हंसी तेरा ये प्यार, सबसे हंसी सबसे जुदा। ओ माँ నడిపించు మమ్ము మరిపించు స్వప్నమై, విడువని నీడవై వికసించు కాంతివై। నడిపించు మమ్ము మరిపించు స్వప్నమై, మా సర్వస్వం నీకే అర్పితం। ఈ హృదయ గానం నీకే అంకితం, నీకే మా జీవనం, నీవే మా శరణం। ఓ మా సాయి మా, ఓ మా you're a guide, a light and a source of happiness, సాయి మా। ఓ మా you're a guide, a light and a source of happiness, సాయి మా, సాయి మా, సాయి మా।
Fortunate we are to listen to all the stories related to you, which are all nectarine. Tell us, O Lord, do we have any way to find about your 1,000 names and forms?
प्रतिगाधा नामालिन्नो रूपालिन्नो नामालिन्नो रूपालिन्नो तेलसुगुनेदारुन्दा मधुरमुखाद साईनाथ नीनु तेलिवे प्रतिगाधा హరివరదుడవని కవివరులంటే విని కరములు జోడించినానే శరణను వారిని కరుణించేవని మరి మరి ప్రార్థించినానే ఆ కథలన్నీ కల్పనలేనా ఆ కథలన్నీ కల్పనలేనా కలనైనా రావేనే మధురముఖాద సాయినాథ నీను తెలివే ప్రతిగాధా మామదినేని మందిరమనుగొని కొలువుండగా తరలిరావా నామమే నా అణువణువున పలికించవా దేవా వందనమయ్యా పర్తినివాసా వందనమయ్యా పర్తినివాసా అభయమునందించరావా మధురముఖాద సాయినాథ నిన్ను తెలిపే ప్రతిగాధా నామాలెన్నో రూపాలెన్నో తెలుసుకునేదారుందా మధురముఖాద సాయినాథ నిన్ను తెలిపే ప్రతిగాధా నిన్ను తెలిపే ప్రతిగాధా నిన్ను తెలిపే ప్రతిగాధా When you, O ever merciful Lord, is by our side, even fear fears to come near us. You are the one who rescue us from the trap of illusions. O Lord, always reside in us as you reside in the 14 lokas.
చింతే లేదురా భయమే లేదురా మన సాయి ఉండగా లేదురా చింతే లేదురా భయమే లేదురా మన సాయి ఉండగా మన కొరకై తానొచ్చాడురా లాలించే ప్రేమే సాయిరా భయం విడనాడి వెంట నడవరా మన కోసం తాను వచ్చే ఎనలేని ప్రేమ పంచె మనలోనే కొలువుండే సాయి మన కోసం తాను వచ్చే ఎనలేని ప్రేమ పంచె మనలోనే కొలువుండే సాయి ఈ కలిలో బ్రతుకు సుడిన నావేనా కడకు చేరేనా ఈ కలిలో బ్రతుకు సుడిన నావేనా కడకు చేరేనా సుడిలో నావైనా బ్రతుకే బరువైనా భారం బాపు సాయి తీరం చూపున జీవితమే సరి అయిన సన్మార్గమురా ఆధారే మనకు పట్టుకొమ్మరా వరుల ప్రేమించి మరి సేవించి మన లోకాన్ని మెరుగుపరుచుకుందామురా మన కోసం తాను వచ్చే ఎనలేని ప్రేమ పంచె మనలోనే కొలువుండే సాయి ప్రతి మనిషిలో మరి ప్రతి జీవిలో అన్ని మానుల్లో ఊపిరై చేరాడురా ప్రతి మనిషిలో మరి ప్రతి జీవిలో అన్ని మానుల్లో ఊపిరై చేరాడురా లెక్కలేనన్ని రాతలే రాసాడురా అతడు 14 భువనాలు ఏలేడురా లెక్కలేనన్ని రాతలే రాసాడురా అతడు 14 భువనాలు ఏలేడురా మన కోసం తాను వచ్చే ఎనలేని ప్రేమ పంచె మనలోనే కొలువుండే సాయి అంతటి దైవము మనలను మెచ్చేనా చేత చిక్కేనా అంతటి దైవము మనలను మెచ్చేనా చేత చిక్కేనా భోలా శంకరుడే భువికి వచ్చెనురా నమ్మిన వారి నడువు నారాయణుడు చిన్న ఉడత భక్తికి మెచ్చు శ్రీరాముడురా ఆ తండ్రి దయకు సాటి లేదురా ఒక్క పిలుపుకి చూచి రయమున వచ్చి నిండు ధైర్యాన్ని ఇచ్చుకొండంత వేల్పురా లేదురా చింతే లేదురా భయమే లేదురా మన సాయి ఉండగా మన కొరకై తానొచ్చాడురా లాలించే ప్రేమే సాయిరా భయం విడనాడి వెంట నడవరా మన కోసం తాను వచ్చే ఎనలేని ప్రేమ పంచె మనలోనే కొలువుండే సాయి మన కోసం తాను వచ్చే ఎనలేని ప్రేమ పంచె మనలోనే కొలువుండే సాయి మన కోసం తాను వచ్చే ఎనలేని ప్రేమ పంచె మనలోనే కొలువుండే సాయి మన కోసం తాను వచ్చే ఎనలేని ప్రేమ పంచె మనలోనే కొలువుండే సాయి
No other desire but a desire to be with you is a worthy desire. In this ocean of love, Swami, please make us realize that the strength behind us is that of your unseen hands.
O beautiful Lord of the universe, even 1,000 eyes seem to be less to admire your beauty. Come ye, one and all, let us glorify the Lord, who is Rama, Krishna, Shiva, and Narayana. ओ साई, तुम हो जहाँ हमारी
खुशियाँ है वहाँ हमारी, हर दिल की अरमान हो तुम। जहाँ भी हम जाए साई, वहाँ तुझको पाए, यही है हमारी दिल की दुआ।
दिल की हर एक धड़कन में, बातें ख्यालों में, सांसों की गहराइयों में तुम साई, तुम हो जहाँ हमारी खुशियाँ है वहाँ, तुम ही हो हर दिल की आरज़ू। जहाँ भी हम जाए वहाँ तुझको पाए, यही है हमारी दुआ। साई माँ, साई माँ, साई माँ, साई माँ। तेरी झलक से हमको जन्नत है मिली, तेरे इशारों से जीने की चाहत है मिली। ओ माँ, तुम ही हो जिंदगी। तेरी मीठी मीठी यादों से, तेरे प्यार भरी बातों से जागे हैं सारे अरमान। इस जिंदगी के सफर में चले, गाए तेरी दास्तां। साई माँ, साई माँ, साई माँ, साई माँ। ओ साई माणवणवो नीवेले, निलिपामो मा श्वासनी कोसमे, मारा पुरानिदे नीतो ई स्नेहं मारुवलेनिदे प्रति क्षणं నీ చిన్ని చిరునవ్వుకై వేచి ఉన్నాము మేము, నీ ప్రేమ తొలి పిలుపుకై ఎదురు చూసాము మేము. నడిపించు నీ బాటలో అడుగడుగు, ప్రేమను సుగి పోషించు మమ్ము ప్రియ నేస్తమా. దయను చూపి నీ దరికి చేర్చి మమ్ము దీవించుమా. ప్రేమను సుగి పోషించు మమ్ము ప్రియ నేస్తమా. దయను చూపి నీ దరికి చేర్చి మమ్ము దీవించుమా. ప్రేమను సుగి పోషించు మమ్ము ప్రియ నేస్తమా. దయను చూపి నీ దరికి చేర్చి మమ్ము దీవించుమా. ప్రేమను సుగి పోషించు మమ్ము ప్రియ నేస్తమా. దయను చూపి నీ దరికి చేర్చి మమ్ము దీవించుమా.
To you, O Lord,
who has given us everything, who is the Sanatana Sarathi of our lives, who has ever protected and loved us profusely. We offer ourselves, O Lord, Koti Dandalu, Shatakoti Dandalu.
చాలు నీ మాటొకటే చాలు దండాలయ్యా దండాలయ్యా కోటి దండాలు శతకోటి దండాలు అండనుండే స్వామివి నీవని మాటొకటే చాలు నీ మాటొకటే చాలు ఒకటే చాలు గెలుపు వద్దు ఓటమొద్దు చల్లనైన చూపే చాలు దండాలయ్యా దండాలయ్యా కోటి దండాలు శతకోటి దండాలు అండనుండే స్వామివి నీవని మాటొకటే చాలు నీ మాటొకటే చాలు పాలనందుకొని పాలించే దొరవంట దీనజనులకై నీవే అవతరించినావంట భిన్న పాలనందుకొని పాలించే దొరవంట నిరంతరము మా కోసం త్యాగమూర్తివై నిలిచి నిరంతరము మా కోసం త్యాగమూర్తివై నిలిచి కన్నీరును పన్నీరుగా మార్చే మా దేవుని వంట కన్నీరును పన్నీరుగా మార్చే మా దేవుని వంట దండాలయ్యా దండాలయ్యా కోటి దండాలు శతకోటి దండాలు అండనుండే స్వామివి నీవని మాటొకటే చాలు నీ మాటొకటే చాలు దండాలయ్యా దండాలయ్యా కోటి దండాలు శతకోటి దండాలు అండనుండే స్వామివి నీవని మాటొకటే చాలు నీ మాటొకటే చాలు నీ మాటొకటే చాలు నీ మాటొకటే చాలు నీ మాటొకటే చాలు शङ्कर पार्वती नन्दना शिव शङ्कर पार्वती नन्दना जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन विघ्न विनाशक विमल गजानन विघ्न विनाशक विमल गजानन शरवण सेविता सुमुख गजानन शरवण सेविता सुमुख गजानन तव पद चरणं शरणं गजानन तव पद चरणं शरणं गजानन जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन शिव शङ्कर पार्वती नन्दना पार्वती नन्दन जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन विघ्न विनाशक विमल गजानन शरवण सेविता सुमुख गजानन तव पद चरणं शरणं गजानन तव पद चरणं शरणं गजानन जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन
श्रीरामचन्द्र जय रामचन्द्र श्रीरामचन्द्र जय रामचन्द्र रघुवीर रणधीर रघुकुल रामा रघुवीर रणधीर रघुकुल रामा श्रीरामचन्द्र जय रामचन्द्र दशरथ नन्दन दयाभिरामा दशरथ नन्दन जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय बलवन्ता जय हनुमान श्री रामदूता जय हनुमान श्री राम भक्ता जय हनुमान श्री राम भक्ता जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान मारुति राया जय हनुमान महानुभावा जय हनुमान वायुकुमारा जय हनुमान वानरवीरा जय हनुमान अंजनी पुत्र जय हनुमान अति बलवन्ता जय हनुमान श्री रामदूता जय हनुमान श्री राम भक्ता जय हनुमान श्री राम भक्ता जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आवद्बान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता-पिता गुरुदैवमो मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्राशयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी ओ साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगलारती अंदुको मंगलारती अंदुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका
सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु